Thanks again. And then again, I'd like to thank everybody for being here tonight. It's one of our most special evenings of the year, and your presence here makes it even more special, so thank you for that. This is the part of the program where we do our recognition. So we'd like to thank everybody that's had some part in what we do this year, and it's a lot of people, so we need to make sure we let you know who they are. First, I'd like to thank the administration of Jesuit High School for their support. Father Frank, Mr. Kernigan, and the staff, they do so much throughout the year to support the Blue Jay Band. So please give them a round of applause. I'd like to also thank the band staff and the JS staff, Mr. J.C. Giacconi, Ms. Chloe Crosby, Ms. Susan DuBois Blanc, and Mr. Woody Van Tagnan. They work with your sons and daughters day in and day out and are just very, very instrumental in what we do. So please give every one of them a round of applause. I'd like everybody to also, if you can take a second, first of all, to turn around and look up at the sound booth, Mr. DJ Galliano. I'd like to say before you applaud, which he deserves a huge round of applause. Everything you see in the auditorium is done by DJ, and when we start preparing for the concert, he and I kind of brainstorm and we decide what we want to do, and then he always says, yeah, but let's do this too. And so therefore, what you see are sort of the fruits of that idea process and that creativity that DJ has. So besides doing that, DJ is a friend to the band. He drives for us. He's always the presence, and he is always watching out for your sons and daughters. So please now turn around and give DJ a big round of applause. I'd like to thank two guys that were also very helpful in setting up the lighting in the auditorium and working the lift and getting the technical stuff done. That's guys backstage. Benji May, let's give a round of applause to Benji. He's walked back there in a blue shirt, I believe. And also Hunter Richardson, who's playing clarinet, but also was very helpful with getting the technical stuff done. So thank you, man. I'd like to thank our band booster executive board for all their work. It seems like we were just having the calendar meeting for this year last June, but it seems like it was just a week ago. That's how quickly the year flies by. But these guys work with me and Mr. Jason Giacconi day in and day out. And as soon as this spring concert's over, in a couple of weeks we'll get together and we'll start the calendar process for next year. So I'd like to thank them for all that they do for the band and for your sons and daughters throughout the year. Please stand. Mr. Doug Shaw. Mr. Doug. Our co-president for this year, Mr. Frank Nada, who is Frank. Thank you, Frank. Our vice president and incumbent, or soon to be, I should say, president for next year, co-president, Mr. Pete Kavanaugh. Where's Pete? And our band treasurer, Mr. Paul Fine. Thank you guys for all you do. I have a special presentation for Mr. Doug Shaw and Mr. Frank Nada, so they can come up, please, and come to the podium. I'll read the plaques to you, and then we'll present them with their presidential plaques. It says, in appreciation for his dedication, tireless work, and commitment to making the Blue Jay Band #1, this award is presented to Mr. Douglas Shaw. And also being presented to Mr. Frank Nada. Now some student recognition. I'd like to give a big thanks and ask you to do the same to our two drum majors for this year who led us through marching season and into the Mardi Gras season, our second marching season. They did a great job of leading the band, and we're very, very proud of them. Please give a round of applause as they stand up. Mr. Kyle Selly. And Mr. Chris Vasquez. I'd like to recognize now our underclass They'll be receiving their physical letters this week, but I want to ask them to stand and be recognized for their contributions and everything they did with the band this year. So what I ask is that you hold your applause till the end of the class. I'm going to start with 8th graders and have them all stand up. And then at the end of the class, then please applaud the whole class. So guys, as I call your name, please stand up. Jacob Ascar, Louis Burkall, Jake Sidlich, Gavin Fernandez, Michael Paul Fine, Austin Hebert, David Kessler, Finn Maloney, Jonah McCaffrey, Cole Mahovich, Michael Posner, Anthony Perez, Daniel Ralph, Gabriel Sacasa, Jacob Shore, Aiden Schwartz, Jackson Saban, Shreyash Singh, Mitchell Stevens, Taylor Trepanier, Anthony Villon, Matthew Wong, Jack Wangler, Ethan Waldman, and Hardy Wells. This is your 8th grade class. Please give them a round of applause. All right, guys, great job. Thank you. I think I'm very safe in saying that we are in good hands and the future is very bright. I'd like to ask our 9th graders now to stand up. Eli Bartlett, Connor Bruno, Jackson Sherry, Nate Collins, Tyler Custodia, Aiden Devine, Matthew Dawson, Sean Kennedy, Michael Lawson, Daniel Murphy, Quinn Patrone, Nathan Family, Hunter Richardson, Dominic Sinez, Lauren Scholes, Michael Shore, and Don Diego Torres. Congratulations, guys. Thanks for an awesome year. All right, great job. Now our sophomores, Scott Kavanaugh, Forstall Colum, Joey Rana, Peter Happel, James Kessler, Dale Lindsay, Matt McCabe, Reese McGayer, Jake Mercer, Mason Nairmore, Lloyd Passafume, Julian Schneider, and Dominic Stoner. Our sophomores. Great job, guys. Thank you. And our juniors, next year's leaders of the senior class, William Bostic, Lucas Dean, Kyle Fulton, Clyde LeBlanc, Matthew Lococo, Jacob McCaffrey, Cale Mayer, William Mentz, Matthew Nada, Christian Orwan, Jonathan Sanders, Dominic Schaff, Josh Shanks, Christopher Wong, Aiden Walker, and Ben Willis. Please help me in congratulating the illustrious. All right. I'd like to recognize these young men who performed in an honor ensemble this year, whether it was a junior high or senior high level. I'd like to ask them all to stand as I call their name, and you can applaud them as they stand. Being selected to perform with the Junior High District Honor Jazz Band is Mr. Aiden Schwartz. Please stand up, Aiden. Performing with the Junior High District Concert Band, we had Eli Bartlett, Louis Protocol, Michael Paul Fine, Austin Abraham, Hunter Richardson, Jackson Sagan, Taylor Pena, and Matthew Wong. Performing with the Senior High Concert Honor Band this year were Leo John Arnett, Michael Malonson, William Ness, Michael Hustle, Christopher Wong, and Aiden Walker. And finally, performing with the elite all-state ensembles, we had 3 of our young men selected to do that. With the All-State Orchestra, we had Leo John Arnett, and with the All-State Concert Band, we had Christopher Wong, and Aiden Walker. Okay, this is the point where we present 2 of our seniors with the Hecker Award, and I'll read the plaque to you, and I think it kind of says, what the award's all about. It's always a very tough decision for Mr. Giacone and I, because every one of these seniors is deserving of this plaque, but we have to pick 2. So I will read the plaque to you. It says it's the Reverend Elwood P. Hecker S.J. Award. It is for dedication to music, for honesty, understanding, dependability, Blue Jay spirit. This year, the 2 seniors who will be receiving this award are Mr. Leo John Arnett and the second recipient of this award is Mr. Brady Moran. Okay, this is where we come to the part of the program that is perhaps the most difficult yet the most important. It is where we say goodbye to our seniors. So at this point, I would like to invite the senior parents to come up front to the apron of the stage and join their senior sons as we officially say goodbye to you. So as I call your names, seniors, please come to the front and join your parents to the front of the stage. Leo John Arnett. Samuel Kaluta. Parker Edwards. Anthony Kelly. Jordan Merritt. Garen Mesa. Graham Mahovich. Brady Moran. Paul Myers. Michael Plessela. Kyle Selling. And Christopher Vasquez. First to the parents. This evening is a bittersweet night for all of us. On one hand, we share in another amazing celebration of music, something we've done so many times over the last 5 years. Yet on the other hand, we say goodbye to this chapter of our sons' lives. It's hard to believe that these years have flown by so quickly. 12 years ago, Kathleen and I too began this Blue Jay parent journey as the first of our 4 sons and future Blue Jay bandsmen started his 8th grade year here at Jesuit High School. Tonight, that curtain closes for us, but we will always share with you that common bond of knowing what this band family has meant to our sons and to us. What a special place Jesuit High School is. And what a special group the Blue Jay Band is. Thank you for everything you have done for the Blue Jay Band. Thank you especially for making music a priority in your son's life. I promise you that decision has had a huge impact on him and will continue to for years to come. Finally, thank you for allowing me to be such a major part of your son's lives over these last years. I've had both the honor and the privilege of watching them grow into the man for others that each of them have become. What a blessing for me that has been. Now to our seniors. Each of you decided 4 or 5 years ago to make both music and the Blue Jay Band a part of your life. There were many other paths that you could have chosen, many far less time-consuming and without the year-round dedication and commitment that being in the Blue Jay Band requires. But you chose, however, to become part of this musical family. Tonight we honor you as you prepare to move on to the next chapter of your life. Think about this just for a second. During your time here, we have shared 5 hot, exhausting, yet awesome band camps together. You have marched in countless Mardi Gras parades and performed together at over 100 football games and over 50 basketball games. You've received superior ratings at both marching and concert festivals, and this year, you even led the Blue Jay Band to a straight superior sweep at our district marching festival. We have marched down Main Street, USA and Walt Disney World 3 times, performing for over 10,000 visitors from all over the world. We have traveled to France, to Austria, Hungary, the Czech Republic, Italy, Belgium, and Germany as ambassadors of both music and Jesuit High School and the Blue Jay Band. It is truly an amazing list of accomplishments in just 5 short years. All of these are wonderful memories that you will take from here and hopefully cherish for the rest of your lives. However, as amazing as all of these are, the greatest and most important thing we did together was create music. Continue to make music a part of your life and never take it for granted. It is truly one of the greatest gifts that God has given each one of you. Continue to share this gift with the world. As you leave here and move on to other adventures in your lives, take to the skies and soar as you did this year and have done so many times as a member of the Blue Jay Band. Find your passion in life, and there you will find your success. Know the power of the legacy that you leave behind, and never forget that you will always be part of this family, the Blue Jay Band. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And guys, you come back on stage. Yeah, a little unfinished work. We're going to carry on with the last song from the concert band portion of the program. I ask that you stay when we do the set change. I think we have a little bit of Mr. Shaw's going to come up and say a few words after the concert band plays before the jazz band plays. So please bear with us while we do the set change. And again, thank you all for coming tonight.